So the moment I come out to the garden, I see this giant bumblebee that literally just flew from the Haru Madhu melon mini melon patch. So definitely pollination is underway. I also can see some honeybees with my naked eye. The camera may not have been able to spot it. I saw at least one just now. I haven't been in the garden. I apologize for the brief hiatus that I was on. If you're not sure what a hiatus is, it's basically a break between my filming, basically. So I was uploading consistently every day, and I just needed a little break to collect myself. So I was on hiatus for about 2 weeks, I believe. Not intentionally, but you know, sometimes you just have to collect yourself to keep yourself going. So I'm gonna do a update on the melons and basically whatever I can fit within a 15 to 20 minute span. I try to keep my videos within that time span because otherwise it's just an issue uploading them if they're too long. So we just saw how beautiful the Haru Madhu vines look from the outside. Now let's check on the inside. I haven't been watering. I haven't been doing anything. We've been getting a lot of rain, but I have been noticing that other states have been complaining about a lack of rain. So we tend to get a lot of rainfall in Louisiana. Oh my goodness, a Haru Madhu. Yes. Thank you. I've been waiting on this. Now, this isn't one that I pollinated, but nonetheless, I am so excited. Oh my goodness. Wow. I thought they weren't pollinating. I knew they were gonna pollinate, but you know, when you just coming out every day and you're not seeing any fruits developing, especially when you're hand pollinating, oh my goodness, there's many of them. So here's another one. All right, so this was unexpected, guys. This was truly unexpected. Oh my goodness. This was look, I'm telling y'all, when we did pollinations together and none of those pollinations took, none of them set fruit. So I was just like, oh man, I'm just coming out here every day and pollinating. I'm hoping that these aren't cross-pollinated, but the only other melon variety I have is Madhu. So I'm gonna just let the bees do the pollination for me, and I'm just gonna have to test the seeds and see which ones are true to breed and which ones may be crossed. Now, if they do cross with Madhu, I expect it's still gonna make a super sweet variety. So there's probably more melons. The vines stretch all the way back there. For the most part, they're circling around this clementine tree. This is a clementine mandarin tree. Wow, I wasn't expecting to see those 3 fruit sets. So they're just starting to set fruit. So maybe I can start coming out every morning and pollinating now. So that's honestly the time I believe you should do pollinations, is when you see fruit sets. If you don't see fruit sets, sometimes those first fruits will not set fruit. The plants still need to make more energy. The root system needs to still develop more so it can make those melons for you. Sometimes when they're producing flowers, it might just be a genetic trait just to attract bees beforehand, and then when the bees do come, it starts putting out those females. I'm just guessing, y'all. I'm not too sure about that. I'm not some melon scientist or anything. I'm just your average gardener who pays attention to detail in the garden. So I see a little pest down there. I'm gonna be sure to crush him. Get out of there. So if we compare this fruit set to my hand, I'm not gonna lift it or anything, but it's big. And these are growing in that grow bag, so that's another thing. Oh yeah, I forgot, these are growing in a grow bag. You know, and this was one of my experiments to see how large they would get, and they're definitely growing. Even at this size right here, that's a great size. Like varieties like Minnesota midget, uh, varieties like that. Basically, they tend to get much smaller than what this fruit set is right here. And this fruit set seems to still be growing. It definitely hasn't been growing for 30 days, which is normal for them. They need to grow for about 30 to 45 days before they're completely ripened. I can see other fruit sets right here. So every morning I notice that giant bumblebee is out here. Sometimes I notice the honeybees. The honeybees go back and forth. I'm not sure what the giant bumblebee does. But 3 fruit sets, not bad. Oh my goodness. Something flew at me. This big guy right here, that leaf-footed bug. This is what I like to do with these. Excuse the violence. Get out of here. So that's what I like to do with those, because they like to destroy your fruit sets. So 3 so far, 3 large ones at least. I saw at least 1 small one. I'm not gonna dig too much over here. Let's go check out Madhu right now, because that just excited me. But honestly, that's a beautiful patch right there. All of the vines are growing in 1 grow bag. It might be about 3 or 4 vines in there. Oh, I forgot I saw a female zucchini flower that was supposed to be developing. It hadn't flowered yet, but I saw it coming out. I don't see any over there, but here's one right here. It looks like it's gonna open up tomorrow, or it may have opened. No, it hasn't opened yet. So this one is gonna open up tomorrow. First zucchini flower, man, that took so long. It's been producing males, no females. Wow, Haru Madhu. So Lila now Sweet Glow is flowering, of course. No fruit sets, so I won't bother pollinating yet. That's a unique looking bug. What is that? Looks like some multicolored wasp. Let's see if it... Anyone know what that is? Yeah, it's yellow. Yellow stripe. So yeah, Lila now Sweet Glow. No fruit sets, so no hand pollination. That's my new thing, y'all. I'm just gonna hand pollinate when I see fruit sets. If I don't see those fruits, those vines are not ready, because I do have a little bit of bee action at the least. Now, if you don't have any bees blessing your flowers, you might want to try pollinating, because you don't want to miss your pollination window. Desert King, I'm over here checking, and I still don't... Look, there goes the bumblebee, so it's been coming over here too. So I assume we're gonna probably have some cross-pollination going on. See that big giant bumblebee there? Yeah, we're gonna have some definite cross-pollination going on. Hoping not all the vines are cross-pollinated, because I do want some true to breed seeds, but I'll take what I can eat for the most part. If I need to buy some more seeds, I'll do that. I just go about it in a different way. But yeah, like I said, no Desert Kings. I don't see any Madhu over here. I don't see any Madhu over here either. Now, Madhu has been producing male flowers for quite a while now, but I still haven't seen any female flowers. At least during the time I've been coming out, I haven't seen any female flowers. There's a beautiful Fort Apache sunflower. Okay, so nothing over there. Over here we have, I forgot, oh yeah, this is called Wondermelon Watermelon. This one didn't grow too large. This one looks about 5 pounds or so. And the tendril has dried up. I'm just waiting for you can see the tendril here has dried up. Now, most people will harvest at this stage. I want to warn you, do not harvest your watermelons at this stage unless you just like a watermelon that tastes like rind, or you just want to make purely rind pickles from that watermelon. But basically you want to wait for this umbilical to start showing dry marks, and it won't start showing dry marks until you see these hairs. They have to shrivel up. You can easily see the hairs up here, those white hairs, the umbilical, the stem that's connecting to the melon. I call that an umbilical. This also has those hairs, and once those hairs basically shrivel up and you won't see them anymore, that's when the dry marks will start forming, and that's when your watermelon will be ready. So, oh yes, Madhu, female bloom. So Madhu is just beginning to produce its female flowers. This is the first one I've seen so far. So I expect to see some developing fruits within the coming days. This watermelon over here, the bottom on it has gone soft. I noticed that a while back. No clue what a tendril is. I think this is the tendril right here. The tendril is still green, so this watermelon definitely isn't ready. So this is the tendril right here. And you can see the hairs also on that umbilical aren't shriveled up, but it's definitely showing signs of blossoming rot there. Not too bad, but it's definitely showing signs. The rest of the melon feels okay. Honestly, I'm not seeing anything that's the watermelon variety basically isn't seeming very appealing to me at the moment. Online it said to reach up to 40 pounds, but these seeds came from Seed Savers Exchange seed bank, and there's just no telling if there was an issue with their stock seed, or if this variety doesn't like the grow bags that much, or if it just needs a real long season to grow. Now, my experience with Seed Savers Exchange is they send you seeds for varieties that basically require more days than what their season provides to ripen up. So that's the type of seeds they'll send. If their season isn't long enough to grow out that variety, they'll send you seeds for that type of variety. But it won't necessarily be something that's that you may like or not. So I'm hoping that it's something that I'm gonna like, and it's gonna have been worth me dedicating space in my garden to it, but we'll have to see. I'm over here looking at what's this called? Royal Golden. No fruit sets yet. The vines are climbing all over my blueberry bushes though. You can see the yellow coloring in the leaves, which is normal. This isn't a health issue. And this leaf right here, you can see yellow spots. Very normal for this variety. Just waiting on fruit sets. I don't see any at the moment. I was very late in the season planting a lot of these melons. So if I would have planted them a couple months earlier, I would have definitely been harvesting a lot of melons by now. So next season, I'm going to do much better, y'all. This is a big jungle in here. Look at those banana leaves. Those are growing real well. Get out of this jungle. I don't see any other fruit sets. So far, I've only seen those two watermelon fruit sets, and I mean, I've been seeing plenty of flowers, female blooms from them. I'm not sure if they just don't like those grow bags as much. The fruit sets I have been getting, I mean, they just tend to get blossoming rot, you know. I pollinated at least 2 of them, and they ended up doing this right here. So that's gonna go into my compost. My compost water. Plenty of male blooms. This variety definitely will attract pollinators. It produces plenty of female blooms, but whether they will develop to full size or not, I don't know. Probably just requires more more days to produce more viable flowers. I can see the bumblebee all the way over here now, pollinating Madhu. Every time I walk up close, it flies away. I'm your friend, I'm not your enemy. So that's that, y'all. Not too much to show right now. Just have this watermelon that's not showing blossom and rot. So that's one good one I would say, but I didn't hand pollinate this one, so I technically can't save seed from that and send it to Seed Savers Exchange. I'm honestly contemplating if I should continue growing seeds out for them if I can't grow varieties that are gonna produce well, because I have at least 150 watermelon varieties, and I mean I would rather grow varieties that are guaranteed to be high yielding with large fruits, easy to grow, great flavor. Oh, here's another bumblebee. So there's a couple of them over here. So I definitely have bumblebees doing the pollination. I saw at least one honeybee, but I don't see any other little honeybees. No issue there though, because obviously the bumblebees are getting the job done. Have some money coming in soon that I can use to invest toward the garden, so I'm going to get this cleaned up. Of course, I'm going to wait until the flowers close. I'm not going to do it today, but when I do it, I like to wait until the flowers close to do my garden work, because I don't want to interfere with the bees. The Desert King variety has been growing very well. Vines been producing some big vines, thick vines, lots of male blooms. I saw a couple female blooms, but no fruit sets as of now. Judging by how this vine feels, I would assume it's gonna produce a high quality watermelon when it does start setting fruits. So that's that, y'all. Not too much to show right now. I'll go do another walk around by Haru Madhu since it's doing so well, and I'm just so excited about it. It's the Concord vine. I'm gonna clean this up back here. This is Hisho climbing all over the fence. I like to use the Hisho as a mulch. I mean, as a fertilizer. So we can go check out Haru Madhu again before the clock runs out. We have 2 minutes left. Down here is Santo Domingo cassava. These vines right here, these are still young. This was one of the latest plantings, so I'm not expecting fruit sets from that for a while. So yeah, if there's Santo Domingo cassava, if that's flowering, it's also a possibility that might cross with Haru Madhu. I'm hoping that the bumblebees actually visit Haru Madhu first and then go toward everything else. Now, I could definitely dig in these vines and probably find more fruit sets, but there's wasps and everything else coming out of there. This is an okra plant, cowhorn okra, starting to get tall now. But this is Haru Madhu. I'm gonna put something beneath the melon so insects don't eat into it. Because if this is anything like kajari, then insects will love to eat through the melon. The bottom of it, where it makes contact with the soil or contact with the ground. So this is the largest over here, which is still growing. I'm pretty sure there's plenty more fruit sets out here, because I've been seeing female blooms for the longest time now from this variety. So this is a high yielder. This is a high yielder if you want something that's going to produce very well for you. All right, y'all. So that's that. This melon, I'm just going to hold it. It's not going to Hopefully it doesn't snap. Let's get this grass out the way. I just want to get a good size comparison for y'all so we can see how it's looking at this time. I was asked about an update, so here I am with the update. I'm hoping that I will produce more updates daily again. I just needed to collect myself, but this is how big the melon is at this moment. It's a very nice size. It feels about 1 pound, 2 pounds, so it's heavy already. It's definitely an edible size, but I believe it's going to get much larger according to pictures that I saw. Like I said, fruit sets still setting. We got that little guy there. Oh, here's another one. So there's definitely a few in here. No doubt about it. I'm gonna put probably some plastic below the melons, either plastic or some type of material that insects won't mess around and try to crawl through or eat through, and that will protect the bottom of the melons, because these are Kajari is considered an edible skin variety. So that's that, y'all. I'm not gonna dig in there too much. I don't want to disturb anything, destroy anything. That's Haru Madhu, my champion variety this year. See y'all in the next one.